Hey, there he is.
What's up? There's Fro. Fro added this. I think he got it off of Drag Driver Pete show earlier.
Sorry, guys.
No worries.
Anyway, you want to tell us a backstory on this or no? Just doing some trailer racing?
I had all this written down in the house. No, this is, I pulled this off Drag Driver Pete's Facebook page. I believe this is Jeff Russell. The main thing I wanted to ask about this picture is, can you guys imagine dragging that trailer down the strip at top speed?
No.
It'd probably do better than mine.
He staged up, he took off. So I'm just curious, is this something that you guys have seen before, or is this something that is going to be a thing now?
I don't think it's going to be a thing. I think that would lead to accidents. Because here's my question. Have either one of you ever drove a big block G body with no frame bracing on nitrous? You don't want a trailer behind you. It's bad enough you're dirty doing this junk everywhere. No.
Hey, get that.
No, I think it's funny. Yeah. What's that, Fro? What'd you say?
The video is awesome. The video's over on Drag Driver Pete. You see him do his burnout. You see him stage up. It's
okay. So the question is, what he run though?
I have no idea. They don't get that far in the video.
To a certain level, like you want to go out there and run even in the 10s with a trailer? Probably not. Maybe not even the 11s, 12s, maybe.
Yeah, I could see making like people making purpose-built trailers, and it's pretty much just a shell, and you know what I mean.
It turns into a whole new thing.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
I think it's funny. I would watch it and laugh.
It's a good time. Trailer burnouts are rule though. They're awesome.
Oh yeah, for sure. Hey, that's the only reason that I want. Oh geez, what am I doing? That's the only reason that I want to pull a trailer in the wagon. I got all the room in the world back there, but I want to do trailer burnouts.
Yeah, trailer burnouts, they're so much better than regular burnouts. I don't understand.
Yeah, safety issue for sure. Fate do we run? Oklahoma, Texas, Missouri, Kansas, Arkansas,
Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, Illinois,
Iowa. Yeah,
Iowa.
All right, here we wanted to bring this up. Some stops.
Deech Works. Yep, Deech Works stop. Maybe need to get a hold of these guys for the Pinto fuel system in the Turbo Coyote.
Yeah.
I kind of want to have that whole one-stop shop kind of thing. You know what I mean? Because you start mixing up everybody's parts, and they're like, "Oh, it's his part that's causing the problem. It's his part."
Yeah.
Well, if you got one supplier.
Yeah. Well, then if you would have bought my controller with this fuel pump, it would have worked better with those injectors. But I don't know those injectors. Yeah, I mean, it's smart. It's smart.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, there's the stops for the circuit coming up in April 30th to May 3rd. It's right there on the picture.
We got to get down there, man. We got to get down there and do one of Mike's. As much as Mike has been super with us, we got to support him. I got to get our guys down there for one of his races. The
circuit is a good event. It's not too big. It's not small either. You know what I mean? It's just about the right size. It's a great event, man. Everybody has a good time. I can't say enough about it. Mike does a really good. Got a lot of good people helping him out. You know,
have you ever been to Pops before?
Oh,
Pops is just about every soda you can imagine on the face of the planet.
Plus a bunch of made up pops, like zombie puke.
Zombie puke.
That's a.
Oh, I thought that's what happens when you drink too much.
So yeah, this place had Mike. You know what it is? It has pops, tons of different flavors of pops, from good stuff to nasty stuff.
Gotcha.
It's awesome. It's a good place to stop. You buy a nasty pop, it makes you throw up. It's cool.
So are you guys doing this? Are you good? Are you any of you guys doing it?
Doherty and I will be racing. Fro will more than like Fro. I'll let you answer.
I'll be road tripping one. I'll be road tripping that one.
All right. So I guarantee there's this flavor that they do not have.
What is it?
So my mom is German, and in Germany they have this flavor that's sweet woodruff. It's called Waldmeister. I literally ordered stuff from, I think it came from Yugoslavia. It was like a Rockstar Energy Waldmeister, Waldmeister, Waldmeister. And that's the translation to sweet woodruff. It's like a plant that grows at the edge of forests and stuff, has a little white flower. It's good. It's delicious. I love it.
I put it in my notes.
We just don't have that flavor in the US. It's, I don't know why. It's just, I love it. I've got some candy upstairs that's Waldmeister, and the kids love it. I don't know how to explain it to you. It's not super sweet, but it's a little vanilla-y kind of. The name itself sounds like it would taste like what's inside of a Newton.
That's my
Nope.
guess.
Nope. It's green too. When you look it up,
Oh,
you'll
okay.
see it's green. Yeah.
No, good.
If they do
If
have
it's
it,
available
I
anywhere
will
near
pay.
us, it'll
I
be
will
available
pay.
at
I will
Tops.
pay pretty. I will pay a pretty penny to get some Waldmeister soda.
Oh, I just realized I'm running through the reels right here while we're talking. I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Look at this. Look at that fancy
Yeah.
logo.
Look at that.
All right.
Huge thanks to Garrett Olson for doing the icon for us. Yeah, so you can see behind me is part of the podcast studio, and this is actually like a run, just to kind of like a forced me to do a check. So super lucky. People are feeling they're so confident in what we're doing for some reason that they're sponsoring us with equipment. So Nearstream has sponsored us with equipment. So that's this microphone. Got four of these microphones, 4 of these booms, 4 cameras, 2 mixers, all the cabling and stuff. So that's pretty exciting. I expect we'll probably be recording our first one maybe next. We've got a few people that are interested in coming. I guess go over kind of what it is. Of course, automotive. It's still automotive centric, but it's more about people. So it's more about it's more friendships. It's more people's struggles. It's about connections. It's about something happened in your life that changed your direction. So it's very organic. This whole thing came kind of organically from I had a medical emergency, SVTs, where my heart was racing, and I ended up getting a heart ablation while I was in the hospital, kind of like reevaluating what I've been doing all these years. Killing myself for a company. I was very, very lucky this company afforded me some growth, and I was able to move forward with some things, but I was traveling a lot at that time. So this kind of came all very, very, and we're just going to continue on this. It's kind of brought on by people, us. So people seeing like the friendships that we have and how all my friends and all the guys in the group super close. And we were having this discussion before you came on, Bo. Like, it sounds corny, but we hang up the phone like, all right, dude, I love you. You know what I mean? It's not something that guys do very often, but I feel grateful to have the friendships that I do. I mean, literally, like, it's okay in my friend group to say, hey man, I haven't seen you for a while. I miss you. You know what I mean? Without feeling weird. And we're just the way we're raised. I'm Jen. Don't, just shove your feelings down, right? Just shove your feelings down. Don't. Yeah. So it's, so that's what this podcast is going to be. We like bourbon. So we kind of like, what, let's talk about bourbon. Let's little blurb about bourbon at the beginning. Let's enjoy some bourbon together, get the juices flowing, people comfortable. If the guest can't have a drink, then we'll make some adjustments. But that's the whole thing is about, you've gone through something in your life that changed your direction. Let's motivate people to live their lives. Don't let this stuff slide by, and then you realize too late that you didn't get to do some of the things you want to do.
Yeah, and that right there, Dusty, that's a good friend.
Yep.
So how's this going to work? Are you going to have just guests on here, or is this going to be? I saw something about you guys kind of taking emails on this. Are you guys going to be reading up on some of the emails, or are you just going to be doing guests?
No, we're going to. So we've got. So everyone will be with a guest. So that's the whole plan. We've got a few guests already kind of planned to do this. Kind of got an intake form, like, to give some rough idea of what's going on, to make sure that they're a fit. I'm sure not everything's going to be a fit for what we do. Still automotive centric, but I want this to still be car guys, recognizing things that are going on in their lives. And so it's still automotive centric, but it's more about relationships. I mean, part of this, the things that interest me, and I think that interest a lot of people with Drag and Drive, is the shared struggle, right? And that they do that purposely with like SEAL team and all that stuff. Not that we're SEAL team or anything, but the shared struggle creates a bond.
Right.
And I think that's what is attractive to, I mean, there are women that do it too, but mostly men do the Drag and Drive events. And I think we don't have that shared struggle anymore. And so therefore we don't build those bonds with other men. Right. And it's this does translate. I'm just speaking generalizations. It's mostly guys, but it can be women too. I'm a girl dad, so I recognize that with my daughters too. So it's getting to know people. It's learning, if you can listen to somebody talk about something that happened in their life, and reflect on it and say, you know what, I think I'm gonna do that. So part of the situation is going to be, I think we're going to make, the guest that comes in, give us some of their bucket list stuff. And then we're going to say, okay, you're going to do one of those and we're going to get back with you in a year to make sure you did that. Yeah. We're going to put some accountability and maybe, maybe this grows enough that we can help them along with that. If somebody, hey, I want to do skydiving, but I can't afford skydiving, maybe we send them skydiving, or maybe we do it with them. I mean, even something like that. Hey, you know what? Let's do some skydiving. Not it. I'm out. I'm out. But yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of like the direction we kind of want to go, is like life experiences, man. Experience of all there is that's out there. And everybody's always limited with financial. And that's why we do all this stuff together. We kind of put our resources together, and that allows us to do this stuff together. Yeah. More than if you're trying to do it by yourself. Same thing. If guys come over to help you put your cage in. I mean, if you try to do that, the sum is always greater than the parts, right? So 2 guys working on it, 1 and 1 is 2. No, 1 and 1 is 3 when you're working on this stuff. When you think about that stuff, it's things happen 3 times faster when there's 2 guys there. It seems that way, anyways. So yeah, this is something that's been brought on by not us, really. It's been brought on by the people watching us do what we do, and kind of sparked some thoughts. And so, I mean, I give all the credit for this to the guys that are watching our bucket list mob videos and sending us emails. This is 100% the stuff they've been talking about. And so we get those emails from guys. I mean, we're guys, so we lean that way automatically, right? But I mean, there's a lot of lonely dudes out there, and you can say they're lonely.
I will say this, in our group, mine and Fro and John, our buddy Jimmy and Mike and Devin, and there's a big group of us that we've been friends for a lot of years, right? 20 plus years. We've all been pretty tight. And even we have some friends that we may not talk to for 3, 4, 5, and we run into them, and we're pretty much all of us except for Doherty. We're all huggers. We hug. We don't care where we're at, if it's Walmart or whatever. We hug and we talk, and like just talk. But the weirder part is the struggles that you're talking about, people have gone through, and the struggles that have made the changes in their lives and whatever. Most of these guys were there for my struggles and seeing what I was going through. So we never really necessarily have talked about it, because we don't have to talk about it, because they know. Like they watched me go through some of the worst stuff in my life. You know what I mean? There was and I'm not going to get too far into it, but there was a one summer I can clearly, I don't know how I remember it, but I remember it because there's pictures and stuff, that I was in a bad place. I was unhappy. I was, I drank a 30-pack a night straight up. I'd go buy a 30-pack of beer since I got in town from work. And I built at our shop, we had, 2 bays, and the next there's 2 bays, 2 bays deep. I built a wall of Bud Light boxes, taped them all together between my bay, you know what I mean? And these guys, they made sure, made sure I either slept it off at the shop or I got home or wherever I was sleeping that night. They made sure, so like I said, we've never really discussed it or had to really talk about it, because these guys were part of it. They seemed there. Sure. But no, there's a lot to it. And Griggs and some of Fro's, buddies there in Arkansas, they talk about men's mental health a lot, and guys our age, my age and older, kind of raised, we don't talk about that. You just swallow it and move on. Be a man. Don't be a sissy.
Yeah, so, I mean, rub some dirt in it.
It's a big thing.
Yeah. So. Yeah, for sure. So that's kind of like along that same line. You know what I mean? We've all had our struggles, and these guys are ride or die guys that, it's some guys, I've seen it, not in my friend group, but I've seen one of my close friends went through a lot of stuff. You saw who his real friends were. The other ones bailed on him, you know what I mean? And a few of us stuck with him, you know what I mean? And not that he was doing anything wrong or anything, just he was in a bad place. And it goes along with that, and nobody would judge him for what he was going through. His family was going through a lot of health problems, and I love the guy to death. You know what I mean? He's actually one of the guys that years ago, I met him when I was 19, kind of a ramrod, right? We're all ramrod at 19. You know what I mean? And he was, he was probably one of the first guys like, hey, all right, man, I love you, dude. And you're like, and he's a little bit older than me or whatever, he's got 8 years on me or something like that, and now it's, it's nothing to me to text out of the blue. I'm like, hey, love you, man. I miss you, just let me let you know that I'm thinking about you. You know what I mean? And dude, I had one guy in our Scott. I was in a pretty dark place, and I don't know, man. He texted me out of the blue, and I don't. To this day, I told him how much it meant to me, but I don't know that he really knows how much that text meant to me. That text that came out of the blue. You know what I mean? When I was in a real bad place, you know, and I was really struggling, you know, and it was like he knew, and that text was enough to get me through another couple weeks. Do you know what I mean? And that was enough to get me through the fire. You know, so yeah, so it's without getting too dark and, you know, dreary or whatever. We still want to have a good time, but we want to connect with people. We want people to connect with us. We want people to connect with each other. We want people to know that they're not the only ones struggling out. And, you know, we want people to know that there's a way out of it. You know, I lost a couple friends to that's, and to, again, without getting too, you know, in the dirt, it's just, you can't imagine that what kind of place you're in, you know, just before you pull that trigger or swallow those pills. You know what I mean?
Maybe a text would have done that.
Right.
Or a phone call, or stopping by or something. Yeah. Yep. For sure.
So what are you looking at for a schedule on this show? And what do people need to do to kind of get a hold of you and kind of figure out?
So you can DM me from our Facebook or our Instagram, and then what I'll do is I'll email you intake form, and that lets us sort through some stuff and make sure that it's a good fit. And honestly, we're probably going to have some of these that this is kind of like a forced situation, like making you talk about stuff. And we might tape some of these podcasts that we decide, you know, we're probably not going to, you know, put this out to public, but it was good. It was good to be able to open up and have discussions. So, I mean, we'll make that decision. Like there's some people that have got with us that were like, you know what, that's probably not a good fit for the automotive stuff, but it is something that needs to be said. So, you know, I think we're going to go ahead and have some where we tape it, and it might be something when they're long gone, you know what I mean, that we can look back on and say, you know, I got to have that conversation with this family member, you know.
Yeah.
So there might be some of them that we tape, we never publish. So
that's awesome. That actually sounds like it would be
well, whenever you get someone that has skydiving on their bucket list and they get to go do it, we need some footage from that deal.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so it's we'll do that, and we're gonna do, you know, we're gonna sip a little bourbon at the beginning to loosen up if that's acceptable to the guest, you know. Yeah. I think we're gonna end it with we're gonna make sure that we have them sign in and put some things down, and then we'll end it with there's a Christmas tree there behind me. We're gonna each put $5 in the jar, and the winner of the Christmas tree ladder gets to take the kitty home. So we'll end that each podcast with, you know, turn on the Christmas tree, and who's the fastest guy at the.
Hey, I'm not trying to call anybody out here. The turbo Tahoe sounds. It's nice turbo. It was like 20 minutes.
he's still ruminating on that.
He's still catching up.
Oh, he replied 76.
That's good stuff. I need that lightheartedness there for the dark place I went, I suppose, you know. But yeah, that's kind of what we want to do, you know. I got to tell you, man, your guys' shorts, man, I'm loving your shorts.
Thanks. We have to give full credit to Narx's media guy. He's doing that for us. It's awesome. We like them too.
Yeah, they're good, man. I like them.
Dave, I'm just giving you a hard time, man. It's fine.
The shorts have actually been a really cool thing because we're kind of getting used. Our videos kind of popping up over on Drag and Drive, and you know, we kind of talked about it earlier this week. We were really surprised to see some of the people who comment on some of Narx's stuff.
We'll talk about it more. Larry Larson may or may not have commented on one of our shorts.
Hell yeah. Yes.
So we'll talk about that. Also, I know Fro had big plans. He's got several slides to do with AI stuff. I don't think we're gonna have time.
Good. You're good. This is going.
But I know Mike has an opinion on AI, and it's what I think too, and it just sucks when used inappropriately.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's a bad tool.
Yeah, for sure.
So
yeah, we've got some guys that are following. So they're already following the Bourbon and Bucket List podcast on Facebook, and we haven't put one out yet. You know what I mean? So the pressure's on, and there's some names on there that we talked about offline, and I'm like, oh Jesus, they're following us. Like oh, we better do a good job.
No pressure.
So,
It'll work out.
No problem.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, I think it'll be all right. We drink enough of this stuff, we'll be all right.